You think I'll let you zone?
Baka.
Hey guys, it looks like it's time for another review, but let's be real here, there are not many giant monster games or fighters anymore, or many Godzilla-like games to be exact that come out west. The only things that I can think of are the Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee franchise trilogy in 2002, with Godzilla Save the Earth in 2004, and Godzilla Unleashed in 2007, but that's where this game Giga Bash tries to fill in the void that Godzilla left all those years ago. Can Giga Bash with their visually distinct cast of monsters and not Ultraman get the job done, or will this be the titanic battle of mid? Let's see if it has what it takes to take home the crown of King of the Monsters. Giga Bash was created by Malaysian independent studio Passion Republic Games. They released Giga Bash for Steam and PlayStation on August 5th, 2022, with Switch and Xbox a year later. Giga Bash itself is a 3D arena brawler that has you take the control of a kaiju from their roster of monsters and fight it out in various arenas from across the world. While they do have their own Godzilla stand-in, it isn't the main protagonist of the story, which is only a mini campaign of 4 monsters that were on the roster. Story mode is interesting as it is kind of like an arcade, but with a little bit more flair added to the mix. There are only 4 stories to play, with them being The Legend of Luana Island, where you take control of Gorgon, a highly hostile volcano kaiju that just wants his Giga Crystal back from humans who want to harness his power. Then there is Project Purus, where the extraterrestrial kaiju Pipigurus is free from its shackles and now is on its own quest to find a way to contact its kind and transfer Earth to its doom among the fleet of Pipigurus for its destruction. After that, we have the mecha adventure with the Knight in the Lightning Armor, where you take control of Thundertross and fight to save the Earth from a corrupt scientist hell-bent on taking control and power from Thundertross and its pilot to destroy everything and assume ultimate control with evil Thundertross. Last but not least, we have Woolly's Misadventures, where there isn't much story. Woolly decided to wander off from its home because it saw something in the sky fly by, then decided to travel and have some fun. Woolly goes around the world helping its subspecies with their own problems until Woolly feels homesick and decides to go back home. These episodes allow you to choose the difficulty level before each story fight and give you extra points for completing objectives during the fight, like doing certain moves before ending the match among them. A surprise to see in the current climate of gaming is that you can unlock 3 more kaiju to play as from story mode if you complete all 4 story episodes. Those being Rawa, a Godzilla lizard type kaiju, Ziva, the crystal kaiju and main antagonist of the story, and Concrete, a kaiju made up of sentient building pieces from around the world. I was surprised that story mode only had 4 episodes where they only let you play as 4 monsters. I assumed that when I unlocked the others you would get to play more episodes, but nope. So on normal mode you can beat Giga Bash's story in about 3 to 4.5 hours. For an arena brawler, Giga Bash can have some advanced combos and tech for fighting game fans by being able to combo your opponent into a wall splat or bounce to continue the combo, or for people who just want to have fun, they can just spam quick combos or use the special attacks each of the kaijus have. You can also dash and grab for other options than just running away or trying to break through a guard block. Every kaiju can gain Giga energy for beating or being beaten during fights. When the meter fills up, you can evolve your monster into an S-class version where every attack is boosted for a limited time while you rampage to eliminate your opponents off the map. There's also the Giga Ball. The kaiju that gets this will be able to use their ultimate attack that is an instant KO to any caught in it. Giga Bash even has a separate tutorial mode for newcomers to learn the ropes of the game before trying out arcade, story, or online. Some of my favorite kaiju to play as are Rawa, where they have a signature charge attack that can deal some decent damage and has some good mid-ranged easy combos, and Giga Man, who is an aerial combo machine. You can even charge his combos for an extra punch. One thing I do want to know is why do game devs make their Ultraman stand-ins either washed or a jaded old man, or both? After everything, Giga Bash is really fun, but there might not be much to do if you're just playing solo. Giga Bash has some fun modes like the classic arcade, couch play, even party game mode. But the one I was interested in from the start was online mode, in which you can fight others online in either free-for-all or team fights. To my surprise, there weren't that many people playing online, even with crossplay enabled. I would wait up to about a minute or 2 for quick play, where it was usually just me and one other person. Luckily they just fill in the empty spots with bots, or you'd never get a match going, but they're hit and miss with the connection. I do like that there's a lot to unlock in Giga Bash just by playing a character and getting experience from any mode. You'll get alt colors and level unlocks like how it was back in the day. Giga Bash is about $25, which is fine, but they also added Godzilla and Ultraman DLC, The unfortunate part is they didn't include a story for each expansion. That only gives you 4 characters a pack and nothing else. I got the Godzilla DLC, and that nets you 80s Godzilla, Gigan, Mecha Godzilla, and Destroya. They each come with bios and emotes, but not much else for $10. Giga Bash is serviceable and can be really fun with friends, but it needs a more expansive story mode where you can play more of the roster because they had something there, even though most of the stories were what ifs because they contradicted each other. I gave Giga Bash a 7 out of 10. You can have fun with Giga Bash, but it'll leave you wanting more even though it's not there. So I recommend waiting for a sale to play it. That should do it for this review. It's been a while, but I'm going to try and kick more out often than not from now on. So stay gold, and until the next one.